Meep buddy, I'm glad to see you're no longer catching fire here at this Atmosuit checkpoint. I'm glad to see that that worked out. But Meep has told me that it takes way too long to get down here to these Atmosuit docks, so we should really put in something that's a little bit faster. Something like the transit tube system. So that's what I'm going to build up today. We're going to put in our very first transit tube system that's going to go from this little biome here all the way up to our main base. There's a couple different spots that I think we might want to put this in. I could put it right down here because that seems like a fairly decent spot for it, meaning that it's right next to all of these little insulated tiles and whatnot. Or we could build it right up here because I do suspect the duplicants will actually jump into this and then they'll be able to run up to this biome up here where we're going to do the jetpacks and fun stuff like that. So that's what's going on today. So welcome back, my fellow duplicants. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Monday. I'm looking forward to building this transit tube system. I don't usually get to build this thing because it usually takes up a ton of power, but I think we'll be all right this time. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to build it in this area right here. It's very close to where we do a lot of the eating. We do the jukebox and everything right there. So the duplicants can kind of do their morning routine and then jump right in that and head out. You can see that we've officially dropped down below 30 frames per second now, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but oh well. Is what it is, I guess. Tell you what, we'll build it right here. So if I build one right there, the next one I want is going to be right down in this area right here. So that'll be right there. However, this one is going to be so close to the big heavy wires, I don't really have to worry about it. I should be able to just kind of do some sort of bridge maneuver here and fire that up on the big cable. So just like that. Of course, building the stations is the easy bit. Getting the tubes in and making sure that those go to where they need to go, that's the hard bit. But as we can see here, we have plenty of plastic. And if we ever need more plastic, well, we already got all of that set up. Now, transit tubes can be a little bit difficult to work with because you can't do super tight bends with them. You have to kind of snake them around just a little bit. So for example, right here, if I put a transit tube crossing to go through a wall, I can't do a 90 degree right here at the wall. I have to jump one tile out before I can do that. So I can't do that maneuver, but if I move the wall crossing back just one, then I can get that to go down where I want it to. So I have to go out and just do little 90s like that. It's not a big deal, but that's just kind of how this system works. Figure I might as well just follow everything else down here. All these pipes, all the gas pipes, all the wires. Okay, so one example of where that might be an issue is right here where I want to bring the tube up right in this spot. So I'm actually going to deconstruct the wall, but in order to get that 90 degree, I have to make the crossing right back here. Just a little something something. Not a big deal, but a little something. Looks like these glossy Drecos are nice and happy. I think they could use a little bit more hydrogen down here though. As you can take a look at the gas there, there's not much hydrogen. Yeah, but then again, I have plenty of hydrogen right here. Did I ever build a canister emptier? Whoa. Not in this spot. Well, you know what? I think a canister filler right here might be a good idea just to use every once in a while. We'll just do this number. There you go, dupes. Have fun with that. The saves are getting longer. I guess I am at cycle 930. Let's see if we can navigate. Oh, yes, we can. Ha! I didn't know if that was going to work out, but ha-ha! Hey, so check this out. Looking at our little bristle blossom farm down here, you can see that the pips have planted up all of these plants right there, so that's good to go. I'm now going to move all the seeds down here and start doing the exact same thing. Once that is done, then I will replace all of these little spots right here with planted plants inside of the farm tiles, so we can double up on the amount of food that we have in this area without having to double up on the resources that we use. So that should be pretty cool. It's time for a new duplicant, so welcome to the base, Dusty Picks. Suit wearing, perfect. Digging, you know it. Decreased air consumption. I think you might just end up in space, Dusty Picks. For now, I have to figure out a schedule that you're going to live in. Whoa, 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 dupes! This is new. What's going on here? Update. Is this, huh? Well, that's fancy. Okay, so this lets you know when the night owl thing, right, is working, or the morning. Oh, well that makes it clear. Nice work, Clay. I like it. Dupes, man, this transit tube access point isn't going to build itself. What are you doing? Well, transit tube goes in right there. Goes up right there. We don't need that building in that one spot. Haha. So then that's going to go all the way down here. And because my dupes decided to drop sand all over the ground, geez, thank you for that. We'll have to deal with that too. Yo, Drandolph, you're missing a hat, bud. Matter of fact, what do these skills look like now that I've been able to boost up the morale? Oh man, this is going to take a while. Okay, so Pancake King is our chef, right? Master chef, clearly, because but there is no tier 3 cooking, so I don't know what else to give you. How about exosuit wearing? Sure. And because your focus is on food, and a lot of my food is on critter ranching, then maybe farm tending and critter ranching are two good things to have. You do have the morale for it at this point. I know you really like the idea of doing research, but sorry man, we don't always get to follow our dreams. Or in this example, not at all. But hey, you just got exosuit training, so that's something. Meep, man, what are you up to? You're plumbing, you do a lot of running around and delivering stuff, that's good. Somehow your morale is horribly low, so I can't really boost you up that much. Kitty, your morale is 3. I don't think you're liking your little assignment down there. Alright, so before I go and choose everybody's fate, let's just take a look at what I have going on here with the food. I have lots of barbecue, which is good. Plenty of surf and turf, which is even better. I have some omelet, that's good. A little bit of lettuce, not that I plan to make more of that. Gristleberry, meal lice, yuck. It's probably because people are eating that stuff. Excuse me, I get hungry too. Okay. Well, everybody's capable of eating barbecue. Alright, let's disable meal lice, pickled meal, maybe even gristleberry as well. Hey dupes, in case you haven't noticed, we have a slight issue with the pips. They're all over the place. You know, that could really explain the frame rate too. Here, I was wondering, why did the frames drop so much? Oh, well, let's take a look here. Maybe it's because I have 91 pips just running around in a room. That might have something to do with it. Dupes, you need to pee a little bit more here. We have to get the critter muncher back up and running. By the way, in case you are having issues with this blueprint here, I've updated that. On my Patreon page, there's a public link so you can go ahead and just download that. Boom, right there. For whatever reason, there was like some missing tiles or something like that. Some random issue with it, but it should be fixed now. One of those things that just broke with the last update or something like that. So hopefully it's there. There we go. So yeah, see? Boom, just like that. All right, so that's at least one pipe system. Okay, it's not all figured out just yet. I guess we have to get rid of all of these little planter boxes. I guess I don't really need those anymore. Those were kind of a temporary thing to begin with. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Oh man, a power what is this power transformer doing? Being a power transformer, all right. All right, well, I'll switch all of these wires over here to conductive. I have the metal for it, so it's not a big deal. There we go. I don't even know if all of this equipment needs to be here. I got rid of some of it. Who's shipping what where? Oh, you know what? I never did switch that. So the industrial ingredient lumber needs to be shipped up over here, not there. Glad I looked at that. I may have never noticed. There we go, lumber. And that goes here as well. And there. Woo! Woo! Except for at this point, I've now exploded up the wires, haven't I? No, not quite. 1,700, that's not bad. Oh, you know why? It's because I have this connected to the standard wires right there. That's what's up. All right, so even though you can't see it behind the humongous amount of pips over here, there is lumber coming out of this little chute right there. So it should be building up in that one spot. Although it should be sweeping up into this loader. What are you doing, sweeper? Nothing? Yeah, you're not doing anything, are you? Insufficient oxygen. Uh-oh. I don't have enough power down here all of a sudden. And why is that? Well, the petroleum generator is running, so that's fine. Or shall I say the ethanol generator is running, so that should be good. Yeah. I don't know, just kind of a weird thing there. it might have something to do with this down here no longer being hot enough. I think I might have cooled this down. Yeah, you can see the temperatures inside of here. They definitely have dropped down. We're down to 300 degrees Celsius right down in this area. This used to be upwards of like 1,000 some. So we've actually drawn out a good amount of heat down here. That's good. No, you can see that it's still running. It just isn't producing humongous amounts of power like it used to. So that's not bad. What I could do is probably bring in this area over here and try to cool this down. This would be a good spot to kind of investigate, although it is super hot. Or maybe I just start tapping one of these volcanoes, which I'm surprised I haven't done yet. But yep, haven't done that yet. Ren, you just stole barbecue from Drandolph, man. What are you doing? Okay, so I noticed an error that I made in this location here. The liquid output is actually the sensor I tapped into for the checking of these storage bins right here, which is not what I want to do. What I actually want to do is use a little bit of a clock pulse right here. So I'll set that up. Bam. That way, rather than continuously checking the storage bins here, I just check them every so often. Right now, they're just sitting here consuming power. Now, it's only about 60 watts each, which isn't huge compared to everything else I have going on, but it all adds up. Ooh, what was that? Who's going Drandolph? Oh, I think you're the first person to try out the tube. Yeah, and you failed. No. Thank you, my lovely dupe. All right, now is the tube system set up? Nope. How'd you mess this one up, dupes? Gosh, we're just going to go like this. Oh man, who left this ladder here? What'd you guys do to this poor shine bug? It never deserves this. We're gonna have to get rid of that too. You know, in truth, actually, we just sweep all in this area, don't we? I was just thinking, there's like lumber and some copper ore and dirt. We really do just sweep it all. Sure is taking a long time to sweep all that up too. No! Uh-oh. Okay, dupes, desperately try to figure out all the things that we were doing before it broke. Oh no. Where'd all my plastic? Oh, there it is. It's all good. It looks like somebody dropped the shine bug back down. Guess everything's working just as intended. Oh no. No, okay, keep going, game, keep going. You got this. I believe in you. Alright, looks like we made it through cycle 936. Just took 2 tries. What is in the printing pod? Guess it's gonna be some muckroot. Oh, you know what I completely forgot to focus on here? Ren, looks like your morale's doing real good there. Meanwhile, Val, what? Alright, so looking back at this, most of my duplicants are pretty much the same, except for Val down here is now mechatronics engineering, so I want to make sure that she has some building as well. That's just for building the conveyor rails a little bit faster. Wouldn't hurt to have some digging in there as well, so that brings you up to a total of 21, which I think is a safe number. It's where a lot of my higher skill dupes are currently at, but I think I can go a little bit higher, but I'm just going to wade into it slowly. Duckla's here. Oh my goodness. You can really rank up. You're mostly just going to be in for ranching, so improved ranching 2. There you go. Drandolph does a lot of operating of equipment, so what I'd like to do is get him into mechatronics engineering. That way he can work on equipment very, very quickly. So I'll try to rank him up just like that. Boom, there you go. Highly skilled person, there you go. Mechatronics engineering. Dr. Fuzzbutt here, there you go. You need to have advanced medical care. There we are. Extra fancy, you got a nice little hat there now. Micron is mostly just doing farming and ranching. I have a fair number of dupes that are doing farming and ranching. Oh, my lovely dupe, you want to be a farmer? Hey, there you go, you can actually be a farmer. Nicola gets a slight upgrade to super hard digging, although I think I have a fair couple dupes that already can do super hard digging, yep. Alright, so there you have it, dupes, many upgrades. Now, if we take a look at the priorities tab, So I pretty much have primary dupes for all of my important tasks here. So now I need to add secondary skills for a lot of these more all-arounder dupes, like my lovely dupe here. So I'm going to set all of these dupes with just a high priority rather than a very high priority for that stuff. You know, if they're good at it. All right, so I have 1 master farmer, and then I think I have a total of 5 ranchers with 2 master ranchers. I think that should be good. So we'll see how those priorities work out. I know it's not the most riveting thing, but you do need to do them. I know it's not the most riveting thing to go through all of those priorities, but it is very important that we go through them and just figure it out. All right, so looking back at the bristle blossoms here, one thing I need to do to get this second row set up here is I need to clear out the plants below them, because these disable pips for 10 tiles above them. So right now these pips are not planting here because there's too many mealwood seeds down here. But now we should see that a pip will grab one of these seeds and drop it off over here, hopefully. Wait a minute. Aha! I found you. Priority level 9. I'm gonna get you, bud. All right, these dupes are well on their way. Let's go ahead and take a look at the water weeds down here. Yeah, you know what? I think this is looking pretty good. You can see that we do have a lot of seeds down here. That's good. There's a lot of things that need to be swept up because we're letting off a lot of chlorine. But you know what? Maybe that's not bad. This could be a mostly chlorine environment. Oh, and it keeps going all the way down here. So there's more to it. All right. All right, dupes, let's get this thing done. There we go. The transit tube is going in. My builders are building. My suppliers are supplying. Let's just make sure we can still get to this spot right up here. I should be able to still get there. If I click on you and I say move to here, yes, you can. Perfect. Okay, so, all right, so we need to dress up the transit tube access point here just a little bit. How about we put in one of these little displays here? This lets you know where you're going to go and what you should expect. Obviously, we're going to need some fancy lights because we always need fancy lights. How about a golden ceiling? All right, so there's that. Now let's put in some nice little tiles back there. We'll do glass every other tile, just like this. Do kind of a little checkerboard. So we'll do glass and then sedimentary rock. And that should sort of look like the same sort of tiles that we have on the ground. Maybe. At least that's the idea. See how it looks. Okay, so these dupes have just about finished everything up. They do have a little bit more work to get done, but you know what? One thing I've noticed here is after I went through the priorities again, brought in a few more dupes, I was really able to use priority level 5 and 6 a whole lot more than kind of the higher numbers. So every once in a while, when you start to feel like you really need to use priority level 9 and whatnot just to get things done, it's probably a good time to go ahead and take a look at your priorities, take a look at your dupes, and see if you have enough dupes and whatnot, if things need to be changed around or not. That's kind of why I brought in the extra duplicant there, just to kind of fill the need. Not only that, as we get into space, these dupes are going to have a little bit more. Some of them are going to be inside of rockets, and they won't be able to do anything. So, yeah, that's part of it. The other thing is I keep expanding my ranches over here. Plenty of shovels, and we can actually see the temperatures inside of here. Not too bad. Okay, by not too bad, 342 degrees Celsius is still kind of hot now, isn't it? But I was going to bring in a little bit of oxygen just to flush out this heat. The ladders here absorbed a lot of heat. You know, you can see the ladders itself is quite hot, but everything else is not too bad. All right, there's a few more things that I need to get done as far as research is concerned. Obviously, we need to do jetpacks. That's probably more important than the molecular forge at this point. So we'll get that done off, and I really can't get into space without celestial detection, so that's important as well. And those are things that are going to take up my dupes time as well, so, you know, you just need more dupes at some point here. I don't really have that many. 14 is a pretty decent number. I like to keep less dupes in my base. Could somebody tell me how a puff ended up wrangled here? Who did this one? Look at all this good food down here. I'm so hungry. Oh, you know what? How's the liquid situation doing? Oh, we've built up water to this point. That's pretty good. And we've had to stop the cool slush geyser. So, yeah, I guess I have lots of water. This water is coming in at 50 degrees Celsius. That's not too bad. Maybe I can actually hook this up. Ooh, looks like the transit tube system is all connected. All right, so I'm running this little guy on a TikTok situation because I have some power that's running all the way over here just to run this cooler, but I don't want it to run at the same time as I'm running the transit tube unit. So I want to charge these separately, but I don't want to use two separate wires. So I'm using a power shutoff to flick one on and flick the other off. So it's an either or setup. So if I use a NOT gate here and connect it like that. So what I've done is I've hooked this battery up here to an automation signal, so it's like a NOT gate. So whenever this thing goes low, then we will close down this power shutoff to bring power in to the battery. But whenever it's full or above its low limit, then we just let the power run past this to the cooler. Yeah, we'll see if that explodes. There goes the power into the transit tube point. Power shut off to the other spot. Now it's charging back up. Aha! Yeah, that seems to work. Bam! There goes some dupes. Pancake King. You're number one. Oh, that is like the worst. But there's some better spots too, like right down here. Going to get to the other end and be super dizzy. Nice. So that was all for a little supply run. And then you jump back into suits and you're gonna drag them all over the place, aren't you? It's set to vacancy only, so these suits you should be able to find a way home. Maybe? Meow. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to dress up our nature preserve here with some wallpaper. It seems very natural. I don't think I need that door there either. There we go. What do we have in this spot? Probably a good thing. Oh, how about a little seed right there? That'll be nice. How is so much hydrogen ending up in here, but not down here? Oh, that's because I deconstructed this tile. Ah, whoops. These Dracos this whole time have been like, man, you know it'd be really nice? Some hydrogen. Meanwhile, these hatches are like, oh my gosh, we can no longer breathe. What's going on up here? Actually, they don't mind hydrogen at all. It's just kind of weird to have in my base. Adds character. All right, so just doing a little bit of decorating and cleaning up down here. Just making things look real nice. I've also decided to make several snazzy suits for my dupes. So, everybody gets a little snazzy suit today. Bam! Bunch of snazzy suits running around now. Just so you know, that isn't free. You gotta pay for it, dupes. Hey, we got the achievement. Totally tubular. Nice. That was pretty easy. Didn't take very long. Dusty Pix is putting the new snazzy suit to work. Flippin' poop. Gotta make use of that. All right, who does not have a snazzy suit? Drandolph, dude, you're never coming over here to get your snazzy suit, are you? Is that because you can't get here? You can definitely get here, bud. Not only that, all of my duplicants have graduated to the point of being able to go through all of the airlocks. Good job, dupes. Now, has anybody fed the voles? You know, you guys gotta actually do this. You gotta drop some stuff off, like some of this regolith. It's right up here. Regolith. Oh, maybe we already did. Here, we'll dig that up. There goes another dupe through the transit tube access point. Pretty cool. Unreachable dig. Oh, so this is what's going on. Aha! Finally I found it. That right there is a little bit of sandstone. Ooh, hang on. Did I see something happen right here? I found you, bad vole. We're gonna get you. Everybody get on him. Come on, dupes, you can do it. Nope, he ran away. But he's so close. Come on. Come on. Guess we're not gonna catch him today, but we'll get there. Just you wait. Here we go. We'll put up a whole bunch of traps just in case. Ah, bad fool. I'm coming for you. So I'm just digging out around the outside of this. You can see inside of here the temperatures are not too bad, but I will fill it with oxygen, so it can end up quite hot if I don't actually cool down these tiles out here. So that's what I want to do. I want to get rid of the regolith and the hot stuff right outside of this, and then start to cool this down so that when I fill it with oxygen, it's at a relatively decent temperature. And then from here, we can go ahead and blast off and use our rocket suits or whatever. Maybe they'll jet out of here. This might be a good spot. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, we got one. At least it's technically in the critter trap. Maybe. Is it? I think so. Quick dupes. Okay, we don't need to build these, hopefully. But what I do need you to do is empty this critter trap or something. How about we do that? Come on, dupes. You can do it. No pending deliveries. Well, that's not good. What? What have you done, Bad Pip? I think I'm gonna reload it. I think you broke the game. There you are, little guy. We got you. Just took an army of traps and then a save reload to figure it out. Nicola's got him. Aha! We have captured the Bad Pip. Where you going? Where you going, dude? Nicola, what are you doing? What are you carrying? Plastic. Okay, just plastic. That's okay. I thought you were taking some of this regolith back into my base. Please don't. Oh, make sure you have that disabled, by the way. Which I don't have it disabled. There we go, now it is. All right, so good deal. We were able to get the transit tube access point set up today. That's pretty nice. Did a little bit of decorating here. And as we can see down here in this location, we were able to dig out all of this. So I can go ahead and start to plant this up with water weeds next time, which means I have to flood it a little bit, although it's already flooded. So that's not a big deal. But as we can see over here, there's also more stuff to explore. Don't know what's behind this, but that'll be interesting. And there's a lot more opportunities for even more water weeds in this biome. And right down here, we can see we're finally making it towards the bottom of the base. So this is the frozen core. Maybe I can melt that. Holy moly, it's negative 100 degrees Celsius. What? Maybe I won't melt it. At any rate, thanks for watching. If this looks like the channel for you, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.